Canter. 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 Whoa. Face in. Come in. Lovely. Good job. What's going on with your neck? Oh, you're itchy. You're a bit itchy. Okay. Hi, welcome. Want her to stay here now. Welcome. Want her to stay here now. The things. An entire stinging. No. And release. Lovely. Making it nice and easy. Easy. For yourself and for me. Doing it. For yourself and for me. Doing a good job. Good job there. Possibly one that's a little bit for soon. I figured out should before around October. I don't know how I did it, but anyway, 3 months, that gives you a year. So January, December, November. Then, so she's before in November. So that's. I'm going to stay there. I'm just going to. I don't know where my hoof pick went. It's gone. It's probably in my bag inside the shed, but. Right. It's okay. Doesn't matter. I'll use it next time. I've already done. Fine. I just want to. Thanks. All right. So there's nothing physically wrong with her today. She's ready to go. Freeze, all you need to be down the other end, bub. What knife? Over there? No. I thought you said it does.
I mean, I can try it. I'll just do it.
What modem have you got it on, though?
I just have it on mobile data because the modem is too far away. On mobile data because the modem is too far away.
That's what's wrong. Your mobile data, it won't work.
Yeah, but the modems don't reach out here.
Well, they did before.
Yeah, but not now.
Well, what's happened?
Now.
Well, what's happened between now and before?
I don't know.
With the actual.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's somehow you've configured it. Probably when you put that booster in, you've probably done something that's caused a problem. No, they're not going to give us a new modem. They're not going to give us a modem for free at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call them and say, look, you're not giving me a service. I understand that you're saying that you're giving me the best service, but I've had the same modem for 4 years. It's no longer up to date with technology. If you're not willing to pay, I'm going to no longer use you. I'll go elsewhere.
Like if we didn't sort of sell it, we were sort of just going to keep it for as an ornament. But it's best if it can go to someone who can use it. So. Oh yeah, we have horses.
I'm currently riding a horse. If she wants to see us, she can go on YouTube and watch me riding right now. That was a naughty hiccup.
Let's hope the rain stays away so you can actually get all that done. Yeah, that's right.
Right, you ready to go?
Okay, Tuesday, yeah. Okay, fantastic. Well, not a problem. Well, just give us a ring anyway, just whenever you know something, and Yeah, we'll set up a time where you can come out and have a look at it. Not a problem, Angela. We'll talk to you soon. Yes. Fantastic. All right. Well, you have a good day. Thank you. Bye.
Did they say where they're coming from?
I think they're around the Wellington area. I don't know if you know this person. It sounds really weird.
I think it's somebody that's already knows.
Is they're moving house? It sounded really like
How old's the voice?
probably around your age. But she sounded like really drunkish and stuff.
Probably a junkie.
So I'm thinking,
Probably just a junkie from around here that wants to see when we're not home.
yeah, but I said, yeah, I'm here all the time. I work.
I know, but that's probably what it is. It's probably something to do with that Russian flag complaining cunt.
Yeah, her name's
Probably
Angela.
interesting. I don't trust it.
Yeah.
And there's only one sulky on there. The rest were removed.
Yeah.
Everything
so
else
anyway,
was removed.
300
How much have you got on the sulky?
and something or 400. You told me to put it down.
Yeah. No, that's fine. So what are they doing with it?
Well, they've got a kid with disabilities that they want to use it for.
A kid with disabilities. It wouldn't be suitable for that.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to say to them. I'm on the phone, so I've got to tell them whatever I can say. I just want you to be able to sell it.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do. I'm only doing what
Well, just don't confuse it with my black cart because
No, I didn't.
if they do come out, take it out the front.
Oh, nobody's coming in here ever.
Don't let them in here.
Not ever again. I do not trust the fucking soul.
No, neither do I.
Not anymore. Not after that fucker. You're live again, by the way, so.
Okay, yeah, I don't trust anybody anyways. People are shit a lot of the time. They're only out to get what they can get for themselves. They don't, these days people are just crap. And I'm not changing the price. Or,
350 on it.
yeah, it's not going any cheaper.
No.
Because other people are selling similar things for $600
Exactly.
in crappier condition. So, it's not going any cheaper. Just trying to figure out why she's not listening to me. Asking for it. Get up! I'm asking for her to...
Okay, now the Wi-Fi's working fine.
Okay, well that's good.
What's going on?
Well, that just might have been the area it was in. Might have been because that tank's... Could be the power line in the way, you know what I mean?
Probably it, yeah.
Ooh.
That's excellent. So yeah, I'd say that green shit is the fucking...
Relax. Good girl. I just needed to do that so I trust her again. Get up. Attitude is bad when she's going in this direction. She's got to... Hip. She doesn't want to canter. She doesn't want to go on the outside edge of here. She wants to run on the corner. Look, because it's slippery. Hip. Hip. Get up. She's pulling faces and cranky. I don't know what's going on with that side. Cuts off. We can't go any higher on the tripod.
No, that's as high as it goes.
Ah,
I'm just going to have to get something
Yeah.
to go way high that can just not be obstructed or anything.
yeah. Well, let's go into there for now and stay, Bubby. Come. Catch him.
I just didn't like the tone of that person on the phone.
Well, I don't want an idiot here. I don't care. Sound like a junkie, then don't let it come here. It's that simple.
Well,
But
what I
listen to
might
your
do-
instinct. If your instinct is what it is,
Next time she calls up, because see, I'm thinking though.
if you're putting
she
it on
can
your
come
number,
here to
so
fucking
she'll...
buy the stuff and just fuck off.
Yeah.
I don't care, but
It could even be that idiot from Mumble. The junkie from Mumble. There is one. There is a junkie of Wellington with that name.
she just sounded like really trashy.
It probably is really trashy. If it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, covered in feathers like a duck, it's probably a motherfucking duck. Sorry, but it probably is. Does that mean nearly everyone out here's on drugs? I can't stand anybody. They're all drug-ridden.
Yeah.
The whole world's drug-ridden. Okay, see, you got your eye on there. Okay, good girl.
I'm gonna go and grab my water.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to take her up here and close this gate up here off. There we go, Bubby. Let's go, good girl. You're all right. Yeah, you're okay. Good job. It's good practice to walk away, walk along. Isn't it, love? So, well, it is, Mum. Got to get used to this. There's bees and things around now, so we're going to have to deal with stingers and all sorts of stuff. We shall. And there we are. Yeah, well, good girl. You're all right. Don't panic. I don't need you squashing me in the fence line. Back it up. Right. So she's in a bit of a panic merchant station right now. Panic station right now. I often feel much better with her on her back than I do on the ground with her. I feel safer on her back than on the ground with her. It's not a great thing. Yeah, you're okay. She's in a panic right now. Something down the back end there that's scaring her. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to remain as calm as possible. I think she's okay with that, but she is pulling a few little faces, which aren't the best. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Does it work there?
Sort of, but I need to get back over there. But
Yeah. Oh, okay. Just walk.
Give me a second. I need to put your water somewhere.
I'll take the waters.
Just maybe take another drink before you get started so you don't. What am I doing? That's mine.
Come on, Bub. Come on, Bub. You've got to get your feet up. Do some lifting of some legs.
I don't get this. We're close to the house now. Now it's having trouble.
Okay. Is it the tree?
I don't know what it is.
I'm just going to have her stand there for a bit. Come on. Back. Out. Out you go, Mama. Get out. Ah. Out. 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 You go. Out. Out to go. Oh, God. That's heavy as. Huh? Oh, yeah. We'll try it. Which I'm a little bewildered by. That should be all right. Good girl. Try and get this out of here so I don't slip on it. Try and keep out of that line. It's amazing how quickly they slip on stuff like that. Okay, so let's get back to it. Stand, 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 stand. Not going to get up until you stand. Stand. I'll release when you stand. Ah, I didn't ask you to go. Relax. Relax. Now you can walk. Zoe! What did I just tell you? Go! You shit! Zoe! You must want to do a whole heap of work. Don't pull faces at us. Now let's think about what's... Go lift your feet up on that. Good girl. I need to do a lot more work like that. That's what Bron does, a lot of pole work. Strengthens them and it makes them sure-footed. I actually should get some more poles, some thicker logs and stuff to be able to work with. Not working? Don't worry about it. Just stop it and don't worry about it.
I'm going to... What the fuck is that? Why has it done that?
What's it done? Switch
It's
itself.
faced itself down.
So it's still on there, but it's face down.
It's just turned itself to the ground. So
Maybe I moved in the wrong direction.
I don't know why.
Is it because the side, the way that the tripod...
I don't care how long it takes. I'm getting out there and I'm picking that fucking thing out here.
Move, because you're in the way. Disengage. Let's disengage. Let's disengage. Disengage. There we go. Good. Now this way. Let's disengage. Good. Good. Lovely. Now stand. Stand. Listen. I'm going to be more strict on your mouth because you're not listening. Good girl. I just want you out, Zole. Out you go. Or I'm going to ride you instead. You want to be in here, you can work in here. That's how it's going to be. Okay, we're going to go along the fence line. Had a nice walk. Got a nice loose rein there. So she's listening lovely. She's not carrying on. You're going to just walk along. And go down and over to one of these logs. Good, she's thinking. I can feel the deliberate lift on the foot. Walk. Slowly, walking. Good girl. Someone just waved at me. I don't know who the hell that is. I'm not waving back at people anymore. Unless I distinctly know who they are. I'm not waving at them. I'm going to deliberately not. Don't want to encourage people anymore. Walking. Good job. You're having to think about those posts. That's what we need, more posts. So I need to set up a perimeter of posts where they've got to do the post. And wool. And wool. And wool. And drop. Drop. I'm asking, drop. Okay. Drop. Good. Okay. Stand for a minute. I'm going to manoeuvre my feet around. Nah, that doesn't mean go. Go does not go. Huh? That? Go lazy on your feet. She's lazy on her feet, this girl. The walk. Good job. That's good. Good girl. You responded nicely to that. She went nicely over that little post. Just going to give her the leads, give her the reins and just relax my seat so she knows to just walk. And we're going to whoa, whoa. So when I'm leaning back and my feet are going forward, she's got to learn that means whoa. And just relax and drop. Good girl. I want her to listen very carefully to my pressure on the mouth, because this is the issue we're having now, is she's not listening to the bit. She's riding straight through it. She's not listening to the bit. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's to do with eating stinging nettles or what, whether she just can't feel anything or what it is, but she's not responding very good to the pressure that I'm putting on. So I want her to practice with little half halts and things like that. Yeah, good. Drop, 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 drop. So even our basic dropping technique isn't really flowing through to her right now today. She's a little bit, well, she's probably a bit exhausted because she hasn't been ridden for so long. Even 10 minutes in this kind of warmer weather will kind of do you in. She's definitely listening to the forward cue. She's happy to move forward. She's just not happy to stop and wall. That's a nice wall. But we need it to be a little quicker than that. Yes, we do. She's immediately dropped her head nicely. She's got her ears forward. She's not swishing her tail or anything. She's in a happy place right there, even though Zara's right next to us. And very nice. And this is a good little exercise to do with any horse at any stage of your riding career, whether it be the beginning or the end or any time. It's very good at strengthening. It also gives them a good flexion in the rear end, and they're not having, they don't get so tight, especially if they're a horse who's arthritic. If you start out slow and you get them used to it and space it out a little bit further than what I got her with, but she's got good flexion in her rear. She can move easily. She's not having any issue whatsoever in turning and listening to this, and she's not making the mistake of treading on the poles either. She's not happy with doing it. She's a bit bored, but now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trick her. I'm going to turn this direction here. We're going to flex around here, and we're going to go the opposite direction and crisscross on the other direction. Just to change things up a little and to give more flexion to this hip and this side. And that just making it evenly So what you do on one side, you do on the other. Look at that beautiful turn. She has a lovely turn. This is all from all that flexing earlier on and that disengagement of the hind. Whoop. Who? Oh, hi, Amanda. How you doing? So keeping her with that kind of flexion and suppleness is very important. Now we're going to switch it over and go the other direction. And watch how nicely she'll turn. Very good. And that's all a result of doing all that barrel work. It might not have been, whoa, there's a bee. It might not have been the most crazy barrel racing work, but I'm going to change it up for her there and make her think she's... I like her. She's a predictor, this horse, so she'll predict that this is what you need to do, which is fantastic if you're doing obstacle courses and you're at the Olympics or something.
And Wen says, I'm good. Beautiful.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're well. I'm trying to get her to just relax in the seat, so I'll use my butt to move her forward. You can see I'm flexing. I want to not have to use a kick. And if I don't have to use a kick, it's better, because you don't want to have a horse that you eventually have to kick the crap out of to get him to move. She was very lazy when we began everything. She didn't want to move whatsoever. She was very lazy when she was at the breakers. And she's needs a lot of work with lifting those feet up, getting more sure-footed. She's a little clumsy in the legs. She's listening to my body very well right now. I did ask for a trot just by moving forward slightly. Now I'm going to ask her to walk. Good girl. Walk on. Walk on. And I'm just going to keep her listening to the side rein. So I'm going to give her a couple of hard smacks this way. It doesn't mean go, that means turn. Not go, it means turn. There we go. So now she's listening to the turn. I touch on the neck on this side. So I'm not having to pull on the bit. This is all about not pulling on the mouth, so that when we need to use the mouth, we've got it.
Amanda Wen says, she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's a lovely girl.
So cool how she understands.
Yeah, I'm lucky she does, because I don't even understand half the time what I'm doing, but we've gotten a few things down pat, so it's good. So I'm going to just ask her with, now what I'm going to do without saying anything, because if I say the word trot, she'll go into one. Trot, trot, trot. Slow, slow, and walk. Now I'm going to ask her to do the exact same thing without saying anything, just by shifting my seat slightly forward. So we're going to start with a walk. And again, she listens. The other way to also teach her, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get her to turn around here, and then I'm going to ask her to trot. So she's not listening, so I'm going to do a flap here and get her to now. So I just squeezed a little at the top of my legs and put my foot and carried my energy forward, shifted my seat slightly forward. It's only a couple of millimetres difference, and that's all the difference that she needs to know for her to pick up what I want her to do. Now I'm going to walk. We're going to go back over those posts again. Just to be clear, she's still listening. Now she has tripped over about 4 times today, so she's a little trippy today. So we just want her thinking and using that brain of hers. instead of being silly and not listening. And we're going to go back around this way. No, we're not going to, no, we're not going to do that. So she just decided she was going to do what she wants. So I'm going to turn back around and I'm asking her to walk and only walk. Walk. So she's got the poops. She wants to go where she wants to go. And I'm saying, no, we're going to go where I'm asking, at a walk, at a slow walk at that too. And you can see the reins aren't pulled tight whatsoever. Don't need to have them pulled tight. She's listening beautifully right there. I'm going to get her to turn back this way with my leg and the reins. So I'm putting pressure on the inside there and I'm tapping on the outside. That gets her to listen nicely for me. We're going to do that again. And I'm not having to pull on this left hand. I'm pushing and touching on the inside rein and the inside leg. And how quickly and easily she will. Now I'm going to ask her to stand. And I'm going to see if she remembers when I lift this leg back that she's to just do a touch. So are you ready? Touch. Touch. Not move, just touch. Just touch. Stand, stand, stand. So she's not listening, so we're going to keep going till she stops. Till she stops. We're going to keep pulling this way till she stops. My leg's up. There we go. She's stopped. Walk. Stand, stand. So this time she's not ready to listen. So I'm going to do it from lower and slower. There we go. Nice touching. Now we're going to ask this side. I think this side she's going to pick it up straight away. Well, we need to make sure she's listening. Stand. Listen. Drop. And touch. Touch. Legs back. There we go. Nice. Now that's a different point to what I'm trying to teach her when I'm doing the disengagement. So when I'm disengaging, my leg is on her and straight down like that. And that means keep going. That means, and then I remove the leg and she stops. We do that on the other side. We want the crisscross of the back legs. She's a bit reluctant to go this direction, but we're going to keep going until she crisscrosses. There she is, and wall. Okay, now we're going to try again with the flexion. Let's see if we can. Sometimes you can get her to touch just by piquing her interest, but sometimes it won't work. Touch, touch. There we go. So we didn't have the same issue we had a minute ago. And this side, touch, touch. There we go. Touch. No, she didn't touch all the way. Let's go touch. All the way. No, wall. So if I've got my leg here, I understand if she's moving around. When my leg's back here, that's open for her to touch her side. That's all I'm asking. Well, she might have trouble flexing right now. Touch. No, she doesn't. She's just not reading my signal well. So that's... Now I'm going to give her a couple of minutes of walking and then we'll see if we can get this done again. So we'll go down here. We'll go for a wander around the outside edge. Expend a bit of energy and then we'll come back and try again. See how we go. See if she's willing to having a go at us while I'm on her back at all or at all. So I'm going to wall here, walk, walk and drop and relax. Good girl. Good job. This time I'm going to ask her for a flex. I'm going to push my leg back and she understands what that means now. So she shouldn't turn. Stop. There. Okay, good job. Now we'll go the other side. She shouldn't have turned, but that's okay. She's still hasn't been dealt with for... There we go. Instant flex, no issue whatsoever. Now let's try this side again. Flex. No, we don't want to move anywhere. We just want to flex. Good girl. And there we go. And I don't want her to move straight after. I want her to stay where she's at. I don't want her thinking after a flex that she can just wander off. So I'm going to apply some firm pressure here. So whenever you release a horse from any pressure, they'll do the licking and chewing, and that's a good sign that they're understanding what you're asking, as opposed to not understanding. If they don't understand, they won't release themselves because they don't understand that they've been relieved of that pressure. Now I'm asking her to move forwards. And now I'm going to do something else. I'm going to give her the opportunity to go where she wants and do what she wants if she's not listening to where I'm pointing her. So what I'm going to do, I just want her to listen to this correction here with this leg. There we go, listening to the leg aid. So I've got one leg forward and one back. So she's going to go around the one that's forward. When I go the other direction, she'll go around the one that's back. She should go around the one that's back. She's not listening. So we need to make her understand that concept as well. And the other thing is, whoa, whoa. I'm asking her to whoa, and she's not listening to my seat. So I'm going to give her a little bit of a tug there. Drop. I'll ask her to drop. Drop down. Good girl. So she's nice and calm and listening. She just did a big sigh then. Now I'm going to just let her go where she wants to go. So I'll give her the cue she can start going, and then she can just go where she wants. She'll probably just land at the fence line, or she'll go out and go over here maybe. I don't know where she'll go. She might just stop. And I'm not directing her with anything whatsoever. I'm just remaining stationary. I'm not doing anything whatsoever except asking her to do what she wants to do. And she's decided she's going to park right here. Interesting. So she sees this place as a place of rest. So this might be when she's out here and she's not doing anything, this is where she may stand to just relax. They have little spots they stand in. So I'm going to ask her to move again. And that's how we get her to go. We just do a forward motion with our reins. Just for a nice slow walk. I'm going to keep asking her to go. And then I'm going to do some encouragement to go a little quicker. But I'm going to let her make her decision as to where she's going. And just see what she does. This is what I want to know. What's she going to do if something happens and I can't control it anymore? If the reins break? If something happens and I have no control over her, what is she going to do? Is she going to run off like a maniac and do what she wants, or is she going to listen? Is she going to be calm and just relax herself like this, which is what we want? This is what we want. She dropped her head. She's got her head down, relaxed, and she's just standing nice and still, waiting for me to make a decision on what we're going to do next. And what if I decide I'm going to go up and over here? We're going to do a side saddle. And when we do that, is she going to listen? What's she going to do with this? I'm not going to control her whatsoever. I'm just holding the reins up and above so I don't get tangled in them in case anything happens. Let's see what she does. Is she going to park in the same spot, or is she going to, she's decided she's going to stop and she's going to just stand. She's got her head down. Go on the other side. What we try on one side, we must try on the other. Ask her to manoeuvre around a little. She's deciding where she's going. It's got nothing to do with me. It's interesting because just to see where she plonks and lands. So this is really her spot here. This is where she keeps going to, the same spot. So that's an interesting factor. And now I'm going to ask her to just relax there. Give her a bit of a rub. We're going to manoeuvre backwards onto the bum and see what's happening here. We've got some motorbikes coming past. Okay, this will be interesting. Do I stand or do I stay? I'll stay on. Good girl. Okay, so she was good about the motorbikes, and they were decent people. They didn't start revving the shit out of their motor till they've gone right past, so that's good. Considerate, that's nice. Oftentimes the bikies are actually more considerate than the other folks. They get a bad rap sometimes, but those particular old fellas are pretty good. And I do appreciate that a lot, because some horses, if they suddenly rev their bike, some horses will just go shh. My other mare, if you're on her and a motorbike goes past and starts going vroom, well, she's going to really have a problem.
Says, I love you bareback horse ride.
Oh yeah, I can't bareback today though.
Please, you are bareback horse ride.
Not right now. Sorry. We're just getting reacquainted again. We've had a few days off, so. Well, that was a quick trot. And I nearly went all over the place then. That was not good. My balance was just not there. I've got little man over here. And I really don't like it, the fact that he's in here, because he's a bit of a nuisance. He's more of a trouble than the other girl. And he's in the way of my working area, which isn't good. I'll go past him and see what he does. She's predicting what I'm asking. And again, that's a bit of a problem, because it's not always what I want. I want her to not predict. I want her to just listen. Prediction is a dangerous thing. If she predicts the wrong way, and I'll just let her constantly predict where we're going, she's in control, number one.
Please, ride the bareback horse ride. Please, please.
No, I can't. Maybe tomorrow or another day. Actually, no, maybe when it's a bit more warmer weather. Drop. Okay, so I'm just going to let her stop and have a think here about things for a minute. And I'd like her to just stand still. The weekend's always good because there's a lot of trailers and things going past. There's a lot of noise, a lot of different vehicles coming through, which is really good for desensitisation. So later on, when we ever get, if I ever get to a stage where I'm game enough to go out again, which I haven't really been doing for a very long time. Zara's the last horse I rode out, and it was a while ago. Ground's still quite damp. It's not really dry fully yet in this section, so there's 10 million bees lying around. Everywhere I'm looking, there's bees. Now we're going to go back over our poles again. Despite little man being there, if he comes at us, well, we'll just have to deal with it. He's given us a look, and I'm saying, we're not backing off from you, Mr. Tocky. Doing, don't do it. Don't you do it, Mr. Tocky. I'm not being scared of him. I've got to start understanding that she's got to at some point be able to ward off another horse if I'm on her, because if we're out riding with other people and another horse comes up near, I can't just freak out.
Car says, please, bareback horse ride, please.
I can't today. Sorry. But I soon will be getting dressed up into a Egyptian dress, ancient Egyptian dress, and I'll do a bareback then, and I'll film it for you so you can watch it. But that'll be a while. When the weather's a little warmer, we'll do that. Got a canter, that's nice. And I didn't freak out, so that's good. And wool. How long have I been going for now?
Over an hour.
Oh, really? All right, well, I might finish her off. Now, one thing I didn't do, which I wanted to do, was go back on the bum. And hop down from the bum. Wall, stand, wall, wall. Good. When she relaxes, then I'll hop off. So this is what I've got to do whenever I'm doing that kind of a maneuver. And I'm going to do it on this side again. 1, 2, 3, up. Whenever I'm doing that kind of a maneuver, so watch what she does when I go to the bum. Good girl, relax. Get her to relax a little first. And I'm going to do, and see now she's not trying to get up, she's not getting upset with that. So if someone's doubling on her and they want to get off, she'll be safe about it. And she won't be having a big drama. Are you ready? So of course I'm ready. So she's ready to let go today. She's done very well. I'm very happy with that response from her today. She's a little out of sorts, but nothing bad. Being a young horse, she's doing very well. It's got to be consistent though. I've got to be consistently doing this. She's actually lost a bit of weight or hair. She's really, 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 really quite sweaty under here. So we might actually get a bucket of water and give her a clean up. Take her over and give her a hose maybe even. Oops, I didn't even think about that. Okay. I'll go and give her a hose. And she'll probably try and roll straight away anyways. So we'll do that. Back up. Hold on. That's a bit of that's dangerous. Hold on. Hold on, that's not flipped over. Okay. Actually, what I'll do is I'm just going to clean her off with a little bit of this blue stuff here. One of those blue things will clean her off. And then she can have a roll. Hopefully she'll have a roll. Right. Okay. Oh, sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring her back to her nice zone where she's relaxed and happy. And then I'm going to pour some of this, give her a scrub, and then she can go and have a roll. And that'll be nice and relaxing for her. Give her a good little way to end things. So she's all very sweaty where the girth was. Now, I've not done this with her before. So this is a new... Good girl. It's all right. Back. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just order. There we go. So I just want her to understand that that's just a cleansing, nice cleansing relief for her. She doesn't have to worry about it. It's just a relaxation. That's all it is. Just gotta get used to stuff like this. There we go. What about on this side? Mightn't be quite so bad. It is cold. There we go. It's comfy though. It's cold, but it's... That's a bit better. It's better than being sweaty and horrible underneath. A good way to cool down. And it just relieves that zone that's been wet. There we go. Now she's fine with it. She says, oh, that's all that does. Doesn't do anything else. That way, come summertime, if I don't have the energy to put her under the hose, I can wash her down with this. He's handling that pretty good. Yeah, that's not too bad. Good girl. So, she's relaxing there. And the reason why I brought her here is because this is the spot she calms in. So this is a nice area to do that. And then we're going to release her here. So she'll associate having that wash with a release. And she can go and give herself a roll or whatever she wants to do. She will go and roll in a minute. No doubt about that. She'll go and have a roll. She may roll just here. But she will roll. Oh, big yawn. You going to have a roll? Come on. She'll find herself a little spot and have a roll. Probably just around here somewhere. Good girl. Not there. Not there, Bobby. That's poop. Don't roll in that. Roll in the mud. Come on. Come on. Roll in the dirt. Come on. Come on. He's like, nope. She'll probably roll right here. Her usual spot is around where I am right now, but maybe because I've got that container there, she won't do it. No, she's taken off and leaving. All right, well that's good. What else I'll do is now I'll work with the other girl. Who thinks she's getting their way scot-free with it all. Who's not used to getting wet either. Doesn't particularly like to get wet. So we'll see how we go with her. Wondering if she's going to be okay about all this. It's good to check your horses before summer comes up, if they're okay with things like this. She's not sweaty or anything, but just going to give her a little bit of a turn and see whether or not she has an issue with it. I want to show it to her. I'm going to show her how it pours. I'm going to pour it on her feet, so she's okay with it. I won't go any further than her feet. She didn't get wet. She doesn't need to get wet up the top. She hasn't done enough work. Hello. Hello. Yeah, stop. There we go. Good job. So these little things you can do. You don't have to be in the middle of summer to do them. You can do them on a colder day. It's not going to take them long to dry off. Wool instead. Is it? Let's clean off that back leg over this side. Good job. And I'm going to stick it round her back. Give her a rub there. Look at that. She's like, what is this thing? But then she's starting to relax now. First she was like very worried about it and uncertain. Now she says, oh, I'll use it with the things, but you're not worried about it whatsoever. Then go right up over the top. There we go. And this is where, if your horse will trust you, this is how you can very quickly desensitize them to things. Because she's relying on the fact that I'm not going to let anything hurt her. They're going to trust your judgment, and they're going to say, well, you're the leader, you must know, and you must be the one who understands it's okay. So that was nice. And normally I'd work with her without too much. I'm just wanting her to hop, walk on, yep, walk on. Other direction, yep. She understands what I'm asking, yep. Trot. Nice. And all the way down, drop, all the way. Now I'm going to do something with her that I do a lot with Ellie, but I don't do with her very often. And that is the release of the jaw muscles. So she's one who doesn't like to make it chewy, because we're going to have the dentist out on the 23rd of this month. So she needs to get practice with things coming in and out of her mouth. There we go. That's that side. Let's do this side. You'll find I have one side they're better at with this. We've got the dentist coming, so he's going to be doing all this kind of stuff with her. What I want is her to release and relax. So she's going to do a big yawn in a minute. When I release, we're going to drop our head, and that should provoke a yawn. And under here, we're just going to massage that muscle till we get a relax and a yawn. Drop, drop, drop. Good. Okay. She's not going to do a yawn just for now, but okay, we'll go back to asking for a chew, lick and chew, lick and chew. Go under the tongue. So when you do the second part, you go under the tongue. See how she's got a bigger mouth there? And relax it. Now she might not open that wide very often. She might just do little nips here and there. You see the tongue is having the manoeuvre and it's relaxing those muscles. So when time comes that she has to get the dentist out, there we go, she's going to be more relaxed with things being in her mouth. There we go. There we are. We might get a lick and chew or a yawn very soon. You right? There we go. Oh, you're making me yawn. You're not even yawning. Let's still go. We'll go again. Just wanted to get to a stage where she's happy to. There we go. Big, wide. Good girl. And this side, big, wide. Big open. There we go. To be okay with things in her mouth and things like giving them their worming tablets and stuff like that, which they're due for shortly. I'll probably get that done when the dentist comes out. I'll get him to give the worming paste after he's finished. Or I'll give it, one or the other. But yeah, that's pretty much a good thing to do. She's not nice and relaxed now. She's floppy and very happy to just be nice and relaxed near me. Not a big problem. Give her a massage on the cheek. Oh, little tickly wobbly there. Oh, she doesn't like that. So there's a point in here that I'm pressing here. She's a little funny with that on this side only. Whoa, bee just got me. Was it a bee? It's something. Oh no, that's like a weird bug. Don't know what that is. Some kind of weird Christmas bug. It's a bit early for a Christmas bug, but... And off she can go. There we are. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching this episode. And hopefully we're all able to learn something from these girls. And I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much. Bye for now. I don't know how to stop this, but anyway, I'll stop it. I think I've stopped it. Am I recording or am I... Did you turn it off? I don't know if I've turned it off, but anyway. I kind of did then. Okay. Well, that was good. I got a lot of work done. Okay, thank you. Maybe a Tootsie Tots? Maybe Tootsie Tots? Oh, lovely girl. Oops. Alright, elephant. You know what you could use? Hey, you know what you could use? We could get that tower that's in there over there. The tower thing that's in there. Behind that bush at the front, remember there's that tower thing? The big iron tower. And you could put wood on that and make that into a covered in box with tin and wood and just have it standing in here. Like even just here, next to this tree.
Okay.
You could stick it here and then you've got access to everywhere and you can run a cord through.
To have it that far out, I'm going to have to get a super long Ethernet cable that can go from the house.
Okay, how much does that cost?
I don't know, probably $100. But I'm happy to just do it.
Them from?
Probably eBay.
Okay.
What I'm going to do with this thing, since this thing's broken, that umbrella's broken, I'm going to make a portable umbrella that goes on this wheelchair thing.
Oh, yeah.
That can be moved around. We're doing these live streams because out in the summertime, you're going to have somebody in.
Yeah. Did you switch it off? Did you turn the live stream off? Okay, so I've got to figure out how to turn this off. Go across to here. Thanks for that. I'm liking this weather. It's lovely.